Good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So this the man right here, right? So here's one of his tweets. OOMF. Somebody younger than me. What does that mean?
One of my followers.
Okay.
Um,
Black girls are born knowing how to shake their ass. Me, honestly, I don't care. They not my type. Let me see if I can find another tweet. So he had a class. I forget what class it was, but he said in the class full of ignorant black women. Um, on the bottom ones, once again, I'm tired of these black girls in my government class. Black girls are the only ones who cook. Who can? Black girls aren't the only ones who can cook in the world. The way black girls disgrace themselves on TV, ellipsis. So I guess this was his energy overall. You know how he felt about black women, how he didn't date black women, so on and so forth. So now that you guys kind of have perspective into the eyes of the man who's dead, I just want to make sure that that's clear. Um, right. So this is after he died, right? So Pilar No says, I just got one thing to say about Christian Toby Abu Musele situation. Do not call us. Everybody wants to. Everybody wants to. Everybody wants to black women to rally behind this black man that was killed by the very woman he craved. Call his community, not us. He don't want nothing from us. Nothing from us. Respect his wishes. Um, Sean Tay says, so Christian, you know his last name, a black man who constantly blasts back women for white women was murdered by a white woman, and y'all want black women to do what exactly? Y'all got to stop this shit. 2022. All right. So I just want to get thoughts on this. What's some initial reactions, right, to his energy, him being dead, and the responses from black women that are still a part of his community, even though he may not have wanted to date them, so on and so forth. Alex, we'll start with you.
So there are a couple pieces of the story missing. She was also a white woman who had said in a recent interview, like some Miami podcast or whatever it is, she was saying that I only date black men, and he was also very strong in saying that he only he prefers or he feels this way about white women. That's his preference, whatever the case is. He is Nigerian. There's a lot of controversy with that. It's a whole other subject in itself. But I think the issue is that his family came out and spoke, and they said that she benefited from white privilege. She was let go. She was never arrested. She was detained, and she was able to claim insanity or mental health and all this other stuff. She was let go. So now his family is coming up, and they're saying that her white privilege, no one is being held accountable for my brother's death. So he's now, the brother came out in a series of messages, and he was saying, please don't hold my brother's past comments and this, that, and the third towards black women against him. We need justice in the situation. For me, and mine, as a black woman, I think, it's ironic. I'm sad. I'm not sad. I empathize with the loss that the family is experiencing, but I think it's just crazy how the very people that you uplifted was the one that took you out. And now the family is looking towards black people to rally behind them in this case. But where was that energy before when he felt the way that he felt about black women?
Okay. Master Corey, welcome back.
What's up?
What you
Glad to
feel
be
about
back.
what you indeed? What you feel about the situation? What you feel about Alex's take?
So as far as the situation goes, I think he definitely has the right to have whatever preferences he wants. He probably didn't have to like badmouth black women in the process of having those preferences. But I also, I feel what the black women are saying on this one, man. Like, he picked a side, bruh. Like, you gotta roll with that, bruh. You can't like disown black people and badmouth black people and then expect for them to come to your rescue, when something don't go your way. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. You call them white people. I mean, whether she got out because of her white privilege or what, I mean, that's probably true. But hey, it ain't my concern. It ain't my fight. He picked a side. If you're not with us, you're against us, man. That's it.
All right, all right, all right, all right. Q, what you think?
First of all, I didn't even know there were black people in that part of the country like that. Um, but yeah, I'd have to say that it's a hard one for me. I don't want to say anything bad against somebody who died, but he did kind of pick a position. So, you know what I'm saying? It's hard for, I think, the family to ask the very people that he had no love and sounds like no respect for to come out and support now, now that this has happened. And I think with that support not being there, it does kind of set the tone and send a message overall. Like it's kind of almost like a protest from black women in a sense.
Okay. So it's a protest. Regardless of what happened to the man, the fact that he didn't prefer black women to date, um, means that he doesn't now get support.
It's not just that, because you have to consider the tone and context of which he was speaking from. You know what I'm saying? If you just say that's just not my preference, and that's just a one-time statement that's generally understood, that's one thing. But the multiple tweets and almost making the white woman more grand in his eyes, I mean, he was very clear in his position. So it's like, okay, keep that same energy.
Okay. Shaun, what you think? You're on mute.
I'm mute first.
Bruh. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. So reading the tweets that he stated, I'm not a black woman, so I can't say what I would support, but I'm confused as the backlash over somebody actually getting killed and why there's no support for a black man that was murdered, regardless of what he's tweeted about or whatever, right?
What?
Like, I'm just saying, because he made a tweet that said, "I hate ignorant black women on TV." I may be paraphrasing or something like that.
There were more tweets, by the way. I just wanted to say
Yeah,
that.
I know, Alex. I know. And I'm just picking that one specifically, right? There
He
were
said, so Shaun, he said the way black girls disgrace themselves on TV.
uh-huh.
That
Yeah,
that
I'm in agreement with that. And I still love black women. If I get killed, does that disqualify me for support if I tweeted it? I mean, if that's the case, if that's the standard we go on by, then okay. But I agree with that statement. His comment about ignorant black girls in his government class. We're not in his class. Was he lying? Was it
There could have
true?
been some ignorant girls in there, huh?
I mean, so I'm just trying to pick apart where the support stops and starts. Is it because you made a comment against black women that you no longer are offered the support from the black community?
Well,
Because
I
I
think
don't feel like, I mean, I'm just really trying to get to the resolution of that point, because if you're not allowed to say anything negative about black women and it's true, what are you just supposed to be quiet?
but what
Because
are
if you
his true
get
feelings
killed,
about white
then what?
women?
Say
Well,
again.
so Shaun, he could have said. So he could have said, "I get
So
tired of
are you
hearing-"
getting ready to say that he could have said his words carefully? He
No,
could have reworded what he said.
no. What I'm gonna say is he could have said, "I hate these ignorant girls in my class." Why do he have to isolate the black girls? Why do he have to call them black girls? He could have
What
just
if it
simply
was
said,
true?
"Yeah,
What if it was true?
hey."
What I'm just saying, what if it was true? What if it was ignorant? We've been in classes before where people
All
acted
right.
up and acted ass, so we're not supposed
So
to say nothing.
he's clearly made it a habit of isolating black women's actions and not necessarily
Yes,
speaking
no
on
matter
the
what
actions.
they do, it's going to be problematic for him.
Yeah,
Well, I
I
don't
mean,
know that. I don't know that. I just know from his tweets that he has a preference for white women and that he comments when black women misbehave.
okay. So I mean,
That's
hey,
all we know from his
if you
tweets.
support people who don't support you, then go for it.
You okay, Ish?
Knock
I'm
yourself
here.
out.
I'm here.
That you tired.
I'm serious though. So where does the support stop? Are you not? If you say anything about if you
When you stop caring about us, then we stop caring about you. That's the moment it stops. When you
okay,
start
so
bad talking
let
us,
me
then we don't care about you
so
no more.
wait. So let me ask you this: Does he
Welcome
not
back,
care about
Corey.
his? Does he not?
Hey, I'm back. Let's go.
Well, I was supposed to be talking,
My bad.
Master Corey, but
My bad.
does he not care about his mother? His mother's black. Did he say I hate black moms? Well, that don't matter. It's just the women he's supposed to have an attraction to that matter, right? Does he disrespect his family? Did he say I hate black moms, I hate black aunties, I hate black grandmas?
He got to go into
But you know
specific.
there are people
He got to
who
list
make
all the
those
black women he like.
Well, so just to give a little bit more, so these are the most popular tweets that I've seen shared repeatedly.
Uh-huh.
So he's more specific in this than he isn't, right? Like he's talking about the black girls on TV. He says
Yeah.
black women aren't the only ones that can cook. Is that egregious? And then he says the girls in my government class. And then the tweet full of ignorant black women is I think it's before the government class one, either like before or after. So he's very like the context doesn't. It seems like it doesn't matter. I think kind of to Shaun's point.
Yeah, he's not generalizing black women. He's speaking specifically about his experience. And in today, and I don't know how old or young the dude is. I don't know what his age or demographic or
The
nothing like
term
that.
black women is a general term. If he wanted to be specific, he could have called out by name whoever it was acting ignorant.
But he did call him out specifically because he said in my government class.
Yeah.
And then he said on TV. Those are specific thoughts.
No, those are general. There's a million black women on TV. Who are you talking about? Oprah?
Okay, no. Is Oprah making us look bad on TV? No.
I'm saying. So who's
everybody up here know black. Some black women make us look bad on TV.
So, but you guys have to also consider you're going off of the same 3 repeated tweets. So he said a whole bunch of other shit that was just like translation. I don't fuck with black women.
No. We can't say translation because that's not what he said.
No, that's what it is.
That's kind of what. Yeah, there was one tweet that Hamp shared where
we can't do that.
Where that was pretty much said.
We can't say translation and speculate to what he thinks.
We could take the profanity out of it, but did he not say that in so many words?
But we have to note the specificity of what he said in my government class on TV.
And then he
didn't say that, but that's just those tweets. There was another tweet.
Yeah, so it says full of ignorant black women. But the context of that one is that class. And then black girls aren't the only ones who can cook in the world. These are the 4 popular ones. That's why
some other ones.
And we out.